Well, during the previous 24 hours, the president of Russia made lots of very interesting statements. Let's discuss the most important one of them. Well, Chansk is almost completely under the control of the Russian armed forces. In Siversk, the Russian armed forces have captured 1,700 buildings out of 8,000 buildings. The armed forces of the Russian Federation have already approached close to the city of Gulay-Pole in the Zaporozhye region. The advance of Russian fighters in this direction could lead to a collapse of the front. So this is exactly what we were talking about during the previous video, during the previous 2 or 3 days. I would like to remind you that if Russia can capture the Zaporozhye wall, then most likely Ukraine will not be able to show any resistance, and in the end, in 5 or 6 months, Ukraine would be forced to fall back from the siege of Zaporozhye itself. In some areas, Ukrainian soldiers look like homeless people and have been in this condition for more than a week. Signing documents with the current Ukrainian leadership is pointless. It made a strategic mistake by fearing to hold presidential elections. So this is another thing. The president of the Russian Federation doesn't recognize Zelensky as a legal president of Ukraine. Those in the West who want to continue stealing money together with Kiev call to continue the hostilities to the last Ukrainian. Russia wants to reach an agreement with Ukraine, but right now it is legally impossible, and the main thing is that the decisions are recognized internationally. Recognition of Crimea, Donbas and Novorossiya should be a subject of negotiations between Russia and the USA. And after all these statements, the president of the Russian Federation also issued an ultimatum to Zelensky. Vladimir Putin stated that the armed forces of Ukraine will leave the territories they occupy, and then the hostilities will cease. If they do not leave these territories, then Russians will achieve this by armed means. So the president of the Russian Federation issued the ultimatum to the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, telling him that if he if he doesn't leave these territories, if the forces of the armed forces of Ukraine don't withdraw their positions from the rest of Donetsk region, then Russia will take this territory with military means.